1000 lb sisters star fulfills surprising dream after weight loss transformation. Tammy Slaton's remarkable transformation has continued to capture the attention and admiration of fans worldwide. Once best known for her struggle with severe obesity, as documented in the hit TLC reality series 1000 lb Sisters, Tammy has now become a symbol of perseverance, strength, and a powerful comeback story. Alongside her sister Amy Slaton, the show has chronicled the two women's emotional and physical journeys as they navigated their complex relationship, health battles, and the pursuit of a healthier, more fulfilling life. Tammy's story began with dire health warnings and an uncertain future. Weighing in at around 725 pounds when she started her journey, she faced immense physical and emotional obstacles. Her mobility was limited, she was dependent on others for most of her needs, and her health was rapidly deteriorating. Doctors warned her of the life-threatening consequences if she did not take immediate action. Viewers watched as she experienced multiple health scares, including being placed on a ventilator due to severe breathing problems. However, through all the trials, Tammy never completely gave up on herself. Amy Slaton, her younger sister, also had her own weight struggles, though less extreme. Amy began her journey at approximately 406 pounds. Her path to transformation was a bit quicker than Tammy's, as she was able to undergo bariatric surgery early in the series after meeting the necessary health and weight requirements. Through surgery and a dramatic shift in lifestyle, Amy steadily lost weight, reaching around 237 pounds by late 2024. She became a mother, had 2 children, and showed viewers how much her life had changed, though not without setbacks and challenges of her own. Amy's success was inspiring, but Tammy's path was arguably more dramatic, especially considering the enormous weight she had to lose before being considered for surgery. Tammy's turning point came after a prolonged stay in a rehabilitation facility, where she began to focus seriously on her health. Unlike previous attempts, this time Tammy remained committed. She followed a strict medical and nutritional plan, gradually losing enough weight to finally qualify for bariatric surgery. After undergoing the surgery, Tammy continued to drop weight rapidly. By mid-2025, she had lost over 500 pounds, a stunning and life-altering accomplishment. She now weighs approximately 225 pounds, which is something few people, including Tammy herself, would have ever imagined possible when the show first began. The transformation didn't just affect her physically, it impacted every area of her life. She began to smile more, speak with increased confidence, and engage more actively with her followers. Her social media posts became more frequent and upbeat, often filled with humor and reflections on how far she had come. The once bedridden Tammy now moves more independently, showing off her mobility improvements with pride. Her sense of style has evolved as well, often showcasing trendy outfits that highlight her new figure and confidence. In a recent TikTok video, Tammy celebrated a huge personal milestone. Wearing a blue shirt paired with dark jeans, she sat comfortably and encouraged fans to send her questions that she promised to answer in a future video. Her cheerful demeanor and openness excited her fans, many of whom flooded the comment section with questions and words of support. It was not just her appearance that drew attention, but the way she carried herself, upright, engaged, and enthusiastic. This was not the same Tammy viewers met in Season 1. But among the comments and questions, one topic stirred a particular buzz: the possibility that Tammy might now be driving her own car. Fans have been curious for months about what this next step might look like for Tammy. Driving, for many people, is a symbol of independence. For Tammy, who was once entirely reliant on others to get around, being able to drive would mark a monumental change in her lifestyle and self-sufficiency. A fan named Missy Thatcher noticed something small but telling in the video: Tammy was holding what looked like a set of car keys. It was enough to spark speculation. "Are you driving now?" Missy asked. Her comment quickly gathered attention from other viewers who were also eager to know. Interestingly, Tammy did not directly reply to the comment, but she did hit the like button, which many interpreted as a subtle confirmation or at least an acknowledgement that the question was valid. Another follower, using the handle VABeachGRL, also joined in with similar curiosity. She asked, "Have a question. Are you driving now? I see you have car keys?" Like before, Tammy did not provide a direct response, choosing instead to let the comments speak for themselves. This non-response only fueled the speculation further. Could Tammy Slaton now be behind the wheel? If true, this would mark one of the most significant developments in her post-weight loss life. For those who have followed Tammy's story from the beginning, the idea of her driving a car seemed nearly impossible in the early seasons of 1000 lb Sisters. At her highest weight, Tammy struggled to fit into vehicles, let alone operate them. She needed a wheelchair, a walker, and sometimes a specialized bariatric ambulance just to attend medical appointments. The notion that she could now sit in the driver's seat, handle the controls, and independently go where she pleased is more than just exciting, it's inspirational. Tammy's silence on the matter, while frustrating to some, also speaks volumes about her current mindset. She has learned, perhaps through experience, to let her progress speak for itself. Instead of giving immediate answers or making bold declarations, she now lets her actions, and her quiet nods, likes, and smiles, do the talking. This is a new Tammy, not just physically but emotionally, someone who has developed a quiet confidence and doesn't feel the need to over-explain or prove herself to others. Her fans have certainly noticed this change. While many still ask questions out of curiosity, others simply post messages of support. Comments like "You look amazing, Tammy, keep going girl, you're doing awesome, and you're an inspiration to us all" are frequent under her posts. The fandom that once expressed concern or skepticism now shows pride, joy, and encouragement. Skin removal surgery was another major milestone for Tammy. After losing hundreds of pounds, she faced the challenge of excess skin, a common issue for people who undergo dramatic weight loss. The procedure was not just about aesthetics, it helped with mobility, hygiene, and overall comfort. Since having the surgery, Tammy has appeared even more energetic and confident. Her face looks slimmer, her movements more natural, and her choice of clothing has become more varied and expressive. She now posts selfies with bold lipsticks, matching outfits, and even experiments with new hairstyles. It's also worth noting how Tammy's journey has impacted her relationship with Amy. While they have had their ups and downs, the two sisters share an unbreakable bond. They began their journey together, encouraging each other through the darkest times. Amy was often the more mobile and vocal sister in the early seasons, taking on much of the responsibility for both herself and Tammy. But as Tammy became more self-reliant, the dynamic began to shift. Now, they support each other more equally, sharing their successes while also facing personal setbacks together. The community around 1000 lb Sisters has also grown with Tammy's transformation. Fan groups, TikTok reactions, YouTube compilations, and Reddit threads frequently highlight her achievements. Some fans share their own weight loss journeys, inspired by Tammy's progress. Others use her transformation as a talking point about what is possible with the right mindset, medical help, and support system. She has become more than a reality TV figure, she is, to many, a role model for resilience.